Sure, starting somewhere around 1996 is when I got back into cycling after living in Colorado for so long and racing. In 96 I started riding again and commuting, and once a year I'd run the BOLDER. That was the only day of the year that I would run. The accident I was involved in was a hit and run. It was one of my days commuting home, February 20th, 2007. I had a tenth of a second to look, and I could see a headlight to my right. And that's when I knew something was wrong. I never lost consciousness, but the last thing I remember really seeing was his brake lights drive away and make a right-hand turn into a housing complex. And the guy left me for dead. Spent the next 3 weeks in a hospital recuperating, and the next 6 to 8 weeks at home in a hospital bed, and a year and a half of rehab. The injuries are, I broke my clavicle, scapula in 2 places, lost count, broke 3 or 4 ribs, partially collapsed lung, broke 3 vertebrae, including that L4 burst fracture. That's what's causing sensation loss in my legs. Bilateral fractures of my pelvis. My right leg experienced something called compartment syndrome or near compartment syndrome. My neurosystem took a pretty big blow, so I had a hard time walking. In fact, I couldn't walk. I had to learn to re-walk again, and that took probably about a month. There's such an energy to this town and such an energy to the Boulder that with less than 100 days after the accident, I couldn't see not doing it. And my wife and I got somewhere in the W something wave, and she walked with me, and 2.5 hours later I crossed the finish line. That was probably the most notable boulder I've done. My name is Ernie Stefely, and I am Boulder.